Greece's new government, led by its Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras, swept into power on an anti-austerity platform following a deep recession, high unemployment, and a $270 billion debt. That's approaching double the total annual output of the entire Greek economy. And while life in Greece is showing modest improvement, difficulties remain. The question now is whether Greece's telegenic new Prime Minister can persuade his country's creditors to provide some relief. Later, we'll talk with three leading experts, but we begin in Athens with CCTV's Phileo Controversy. And Phileo, Greece, as I've just been saying, is in serious debt, $270 billion to be precise. How did it get into this position?
Well, Anna, there's no question that Greece has been living beyond its means for many years, and especially after the 2004 Olympics, public spending and lending had skyrocketed. Right before the crisis broke in 2009, Greece's public debt stood at 129 of Greece's GDP. Now, a couple of years later, with those two rescue packages totaling 240 billion euros, this is money that actually was added on Greece's already very high debt. And instead of helping Greece pay off its debt, it seems like you mentioned, that Greece's debt has been going up, and now it's reaching almost 180% of its GDP. What the new government is saying is that under these circumstances, Greece's debt is unsustainable, and Greece never actually needed that much money, because in their words, Greece's debt problem was not a problem of illiquidity, but rather a problem of insolvency. And that's the example they have been using in the past few days to explain what's going on. It's like having a mortgage, and for some reason your salary has been slashed, and in order to keep paying it, the banks step in and they start giving you credit cards. So you keep making those mortgage payments, but at the same time, what happens is that your debt, it keeps becoming bigger and bigger. So what they're saying is, under the circumstances, Greece's debt cannot be paid off, and that's why they're asking for a write-off or some sort of restructuring, because as it stands right now, they say that Greece will not be able to pay off its debt, and it's like a black hole that keeps costing too much money for everyone involved, both for Greece and its lenders.
Okay, Phileo. Now, Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras and the Syriza party swept into power on an anti-austerity platform. They want to renegotiate the country's debt, and there were a whole lot of meetings this past week to that end. How did those meetings go?
Well, they didn't exactly kick off very well. If we see what happened on Friday, when the Greek finance minister, Yannis Varoufakis, met with the president of the Eurogroup, Jeroen Dijsselbloem, and the Greek finance minister said in public that Greece is not willing to hold talks with the representatives of its lenders, and that's when panic started to spread that Greece is on a showdown with its European partners and lenders. Now, things kind of change in the days that followed, especially the next day when the Greek Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras actually toned things down and said that what Greece needs is some time to breathe, and then present its program and plans to its European partners. We see there's a series of meetings and talks taking place in various European capitals, both from the Prime Minister and the Finance Minister, in Paris, in Italy, in Brussels. And what the government says it needs is time. These talks have been going a lot better since they started last week. And if we see what the French Finance Minister said yesterday, that the next few days should be calm, and Greece should be given time to breathe and then sit down and talk with its European partners. If nothing else, Europe at this point is willing to at least give Greece just that, and that's time.
So where does Greece go to from here? I mean, is there some kind of negotiation timetable that we could see in the next few days, and indeed the next few weeks?
Well, yes, absolutely. And as a government official put it in an interview, he said that what's happening right now for Greece is both a sprint and a marathon. There's this pressing deadline of February 28th, when Greece's current bailout program, which already has been extended for 2 months, and so the two sides, Greece and its partners, need to sit down and find a solution as to what the next day will be for Greece. After that, there will be more long-term talks between Greece and its lenders and European partners in order to discuss what this new deal will be, which is what the new government wants. But whatever happens, it needs to happen well before the summer, because Greece has some serious and massive debt repayments to make at that time. So any solution must be found before then.
Thanks, Filio. That's CCTV's Filio Contrafuri talking to us from Athens.